What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel and to my FIFA 21 Team of the Week prediction series. We're back with a series today consisting of me just chatting about what's to come for the game as usual, explaining which players I expect to see featured throughout the weeks to come, how the cards might look, and most importantly how it might affect the market. As always, I do this series every week if you didn't know already, and this time around, as you all have seen, is week 21. So if you do go on to enjoy this video specifically, maybe any sort of other videos that I have on the channel, make sure as always to subscribe to the channel with your notifications on to never miss any uploads when they go live in the future, and of course make sure to stay updated on any other sort of content you might have suggestions on the channel. But with all out of the way, the admin introduction as such, we will get on with the predictions now, and starting with the bench as always is a typically lesser important section, as I always say, just to ease us into the video, and starting with the first four being Herrera for a potential second in form, the goalkeeper there as you can see, playing in the La Liga for Osasuna I believe. Next to Bardaki, I'm not too sure where he plays. Next to Veretout of Roma, of course EA lost the licensing to Roma, so they just used Roma FC I think they call it, but it still have the players, and he definitely deserves to be in here if you ask me. And Ismaila Sarr of Watford, Sarr managing to score twice and assisting twice himself as well. We do know him primarily as the guy who had that masterclass against Liverpool last year to end their streak, but also as the guy with mad pace and the fact that he's arguably Watford's best young player at least. But as we move over and onto the next lot in the three Frenchmen as shown on screen, funnily enough, didn't mean that as such, but Thomason as you can see of Strasbourg, Gomi of the Saudi League, and French Eddie of Celtic, Edouard as you can see. A very interesting card I'd say, the best one of the lot really. Definitely usable as it seems, especially with his physicals, but overall not an exciting bunch though. As we move over into the starting 11, as it's getting progressively better now, starting with the goalkeeper spot and defence up ahead in Emi Martinez of Aston Villa, FERLAND Mendy, Cortes of Sporting, and Lurton as Burnley's on-form fullback after his man-at-match performance I think. He is pretty underrated, and his wonder goal was pretty underappreciated I'd say. He didn't get mentioned very much, especially by like Sky as such. When good goals happen they usually mention it, they usually address it at least. It didn't get too much praise, and I believe it did deserve some at least. Emi Martinez, of course, everyone knows how good he is and how good he's been for Villa, and yet again saving everything that gets put at him. Aston Villa definitely deserved to drop a lot more points than that, it definitely deserved to lose, and he kept them in it essentially, so fair play to him. FERLAND Mendy, centre back, quite a weird one overall, but he did score, he did essentially win the game, and it would be a very nice card nonetheless. But anyways, with the midfield and few up next, as I always say, the typically best set of players, but maybe not so much this week, not as good as it usually is. Ruben Neves, very good player, but not very good in terms of FIFA. Next to Wilfred Ndidi, Leicester's holding midfielder, very good on his day at least, and Klaassen next to him, and next to a right mid LLORENTE as the meta beast of this set overall. He is the best player, but as the position change, maybe it wouldn't be that exciting. Ndidi with his top midfielding prowess if you'd like, and he's very nice assist as well against Liverpool of all teams, so I think definitely a Leicester player needs to be in this team, and I just went with Ndidi because obviously he put in quite a shift defensively, and he also got in the helpings of winning 3-1 I believe the game ended. Neves with a goal and an assist, so I think he'll be in it as well. But to round off the section overall, and swiftly moving on to the attackers in Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang of Arsenal, finally deciding to contribute after so long, oddly coming out in freeze with his hat-trick. Of course you'll all know that happened against Leeds. A definite feature if you ask me. Romelu Lukaku for his 2 goals and an assist yet again. He just keeps on contributing, he's actually tearing up that league completely. And finally Lionel Messi obviously is the king of this squad. I reckon a lot of people will expect or at least hope for this card, and he did get 2 goals and an assist, so there's no saying that he won't. One being a screamer as well, so it'll be quite interesting to see if he does feature. Of course it would definitely help in selling packs, it'd create hype, and for those few madheads still playing champs right to this very day, they might appreciate it as well. In terms of the silver stars section, in this week's likely candidate, they go for Indica of Frankfurt in the Bundesliga, and as far as honourable mentions go, Correa could potentially replace Llorente, Ilkay Gundogan as he gets yet another 2 goals to his name for City against Spurs this time of all teams as well, and Berghaus of Feyenoord. I'd find it really annoying if they refuse to give Ilkay Gundogan his upgrades in terms of like Team of the Week informs, just to make way for his his player of the month, and then the 1 week that maybe I wouldn't predict him in the team he might feature. So to not risk it, I'm at least mentioning him here, just so you guys know that maybe he might feature. And I'm not sure how the informs work on top of the player of the month. It'll be quite interesting to see if he was to feature. I guess we'll just have to see. But yeah, as I mentioned before at the start of the video, make sure that if you haven't already, please leave a like rating on the video if you did enjoy it, and stick around for the channel for more content like this by subscribing. I appreciate all your support. I will continue uploading on the channel, and I guess I'll see you in my next video. Peace.